people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Again, it's Miller. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Come on, let's go!
On 3rd down, that's Miller. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
They go to Elliott again. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No, Jack, Patriot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know what else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Watson on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On first down, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Cowboys have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Texans with the ball midway through 1. Watson's able to squeeze the pass in here, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. That puts them up by a touchdown. Cowboys with the ball late in the first. Bryant hauling in the pass over the middle. And after the short pass, he'll score. We're brand new at 7. Texans with the ball early in the second. Watson's is going to cruise off the right side, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Offense out now after the fumble. Here we'll get a fumble on the return. We move late into the second. Beasley's got the reception, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Cowboys go up by 3. Still late in the first half. Quick pass and completion is made here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 42-yard line.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Room here to run. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Like, gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football. Quarterback a really nice target.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And now running right through it. Stiff arm number 2. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Wilbur coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Let's go.
Now Watson on third and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to stick with Dez there, got too physical, pass interference.
I like your note there, so physical. Hard for any defender to cover Dez Bryant without drawing a pass interference call.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On third down, it's Smith. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go now.
They'll try again with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Elliott, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Here we go now. Watching that body.
Play clock winding down. He'll drop to throw. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw is Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve. that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To the air yet again, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run with Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try the right side with Elliott, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, that's Smith, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? You're not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the play clock's running down. On play action, they'll throw. Dances by at the 20. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
All right, here we go.
This is Elliott. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Elliott running right. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I'd see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. A spin. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Watson over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on third down, Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, it's Watson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cowboys, it's another win for them. And you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.